Welcome back. Okay, so just a few words about what will happen next. I will invite in a minute or so John to offer us an overview of Endava. After which we'll split in two. So there will be organized a tour for our clients and our guests to a few of our floors, to be followed by a quick reception. While here, I and John will remain with the press. There will be a tour for the press, and then we'll join you for the reception. So that's the plan. Now I'd like to invite John.
Well, thank you all again for joining us for this celebratory moment. This is actually the largest of the Endava offices. So actually a big moment for us. We've normally just cut a little ribbon when we've moved in. The guys suggested we could do something a little bit more, so I hope you enjoyed that. You want a couple? So I'm going to give you a very quick whistle-stop tour of a few facts and figures about Endava, mainly for the press members of you out there, so that you've got some background information. There is some time for questions with you in the press later, so if I skip through things a little bit fast, you can pick that up with questions later. Okay. So Endava is a privately owned business. Largely that means we're owned by the people in the business. We are, as of the 1st of October, 1,673 people across the business. And our last financial year, which runs to the end of June 2014, we did 64 million of revenue in sterling terms, and probably more meaningful to you guys here, 81 million in euros. And you can see that we've had quite an acceleration in growth. Essentially, there were a number of years where we were building the foundations around how we do things and growing at a good and steady pace. And then actually, over the last 2 years, we've seen 40% and then 50% growth. And we've won a number of awards, as you see along the bottom. The one that I wouldn't mind highlighting is this one here, which is the Managed Service Desk Award. Now this was the award for the best large managed service desk in Europe, given by the Service Desk Institute. It's actually a very difficult award to get. We applied, we put ourselves into the competition along with a number of other desks 4 times before we won it. We came runner-up twice, and in May we actually won it as the best service desk in Europe. And the managed services guys, one of the things that you'll see in your tour is that service desk on the 5th floor here. A little bit of an overview on our locations. So we are mainly with clients in Western Europe and growing in North America, but with most of our people and most of our delivery centres in Romania, Moldova and Macedonia. And Romania is the largest element of that, and I'll come to that a little bit more in a moment. In terms of what we do, the sectors that we focus on, banking and payments is the largest. That's around half our business. And then the balance is split between insurance, media and publishing, and retail consumer goods, telco and travel. And you'll meet some of the guys here, some of our customers are here, who are going to give a little bit of an overview of how they feel about Endava and the impact that hopefully we're making on their business. In terms of what we do a little bit of consulting, technical consulting, around direction setting with our clients. And then we help them build systems, run those systems, test them through independent testing, which is all about getting those systems into production effectively. And we do a lot in the digital space. Just over 50% of everything we do is in the digital space. Now, we include in that work that we're doing with clients to enable them to move to a digital style of service to clients. So if you like, in retail terms, it's not just having shops, it's having websites where you sell things and so on. And a lot of businesses are making that shift to digital. So digital for us is not the superficial front end of developing a mobile application or developing a website. It's what sits behind it that actually enables you to transform the way you deliver services in a digital economy and indeed make money in a digital economy. Now in Romania, just to focus in a little bit more, out of our 1,673, we've got 1,100 employees. I think it was actually 1,103 as at the 1st of October. And the revenue element of our overall revenue was 25.7 million euros that went through the Romanian corporate entities. And Cluj is about half of everything that we have in Romania, around 550 people, now all located in this building. In Iași we've got 270, and in Bucharest 280, and Bucharest and Iași are both also growing strongly. Now one of the little surveys that's been done by one of the leading financial newspapers here looked at the IT services industry in Romania, and this is for the year 2013. It was published early in 2014, and you can see that Endava is ranked 6th there based on our revenues. And actually, with the growth that's come through, so we know we're 1,103 people, and that's up from 780, which was our last published results about 18 months ago. So in terms of employees in Romania, you can see we're up with the top 3 now, even assuming some growth on the part of other players in the market. Now in order to do that, that means we're hiring about 10 IT people every month. Actually in Cluj we're hiring 10. We're hiring more as well in the other locations. A little bit about Cluj. Many of you will be familiar with this, being locals. But it's a major academic centre. A lot of the really good universities from Romania are based here in Cluj. And that means that Cluj is attracting the best people from across Romania into this environment here. I often like to describe Cluj as being one of the sort of Oxford and Cambridge of Romania, in terms of being really good universities and attracting people. And just as in the UK, Oxford and Cambridge are not the capital city, but very, very good universities. I think one of the things that you did really well here in Cluj was actually to upgrade the airport so that you got direct flights into many locations in Western Europe. And that really helps us to build our business. It makes it much easier for us to build a business when our clients can fly here direct and they're not being routed through Vienna or Bucharest. So that was a really good decision made by the city here to upgrade the airport. And probably most importantly for us, there's a vibrant IT community. And when I say vibrant, there are many organisations here who are growing strongly and are actually, I think as a city, developing a good culture and a good mindset around how to do IT. And we in Endava, I think we've taken that beyond what everyone else does, but actually we've been able to build on a really good IT community in doing that. Okay, looking at this office, a few facts and figures. It's 6,700 square metres that we've taken, so we've got 8 floors out of the 11, so this ground floor that we're on at the moment, and then floors 4 to 10. And that gives us capacity for 850 employees here. So clearly we've got 550 at the moment, we've got space for another 300. And we're expecting to fill that fairly rapidly over the next couple of years. I won't go through all details on the slide. But one of the key reasons why we've gone for this office, which I think is one of the nicest offices that I've seen in Cluj, is actually to help us attract the best people in Cluj to join Endava and to help us build the business going forward. One of the ways in which we do that is directly from university. So over the last year we had 50 people join into our internships and graduate programs. And we did quite a lot with the IT community here to build the relationships with the people and to build the dialogue with the community. One of our principles as a business when we go into a new location is that we want to put as much into the location as we take out. So we recognise that when we arrive at a place, we're going to recruit people and we're going to draw upon that location in terms of our ability to grow. We want to invest back into the city and the location so that actually the environment that we're in, the IT community that we're in, is continuing to thrive and grow, and we're not growing to the extent that we're draining it, if you like. So one of the principles we work on is putting as much back in as we take out, and these are some of the ways in which that happens. If you're looking at specifically at where the growth areas are going to be, you can see there's a whole load of different areas where we want to draw people with the right skills and the right capabilities into the organisation. Over the next 12 months, we're planning to recruit about another 140 people, i.e. just over that 10 people a month rate that we were going at over the last year. And we think that's sustainable in Cluj. We think that the Cluj market will enable us to grow at that pace while we continue to invest back into the marketplace. And that's about 25% growth here that we're looking at. So, some of the projects that we've delivered here from Cluj have been with Worldpay, Trinity and Banca Transilvania. And rather than me say anything, they've all come along, thanks guys for coming, and they're going to say a few words about what Endava is doing with each of them. I'm going to start with Worldpay. We've got Mark Kimber and Rob Hornby. I'm going to say a few words.
Thanks, John. Thanks very much. So as John said, my name is Mark Kimber. I'm the CIO of Worldpay. We are one of the world's leading independent payments processing companies. We're headquartered in London, but we have offices around the globe. 4,000 employees, and we process in the region of 26 million transactions per day. We're a very technology-centric organisation. It's key to what we do, both in terms of quality, in terms of stability, and in terms of innovation. I've recently joined Worldpay, and I have to say one of the things that struck me has been the level of partnership, constructive, agile, creative partnership between my technology organisation and all the guys here at Endava. And I think the net result of that relationship has been a continued ability for us to move our business forward, to build a technology proposition that is both exciting for our clients and gives us a much greater reach into a very busy, exciting market. And we are very, very happy about the relationship. I'm feeling very good about where we are today with Endava, and I'm feeling very, very good about where we're heading with Endava. I think it's going to be a very long-standing, productive relationship. We had the first tour of the building yesterday. We met the team, and I have to say, from my personal experience, it's very rare to see a team of technologists that are so enthusiastic, so productive, and generally very happy, and that's a great testament to the kind of culture that John and his team has built, and it's precisely that culture that makes me very confident that we will be working together for a long time. I'm going to hand over to my colleague Rob Hornby, who's been part of the Worldpay and Endava partnership for a long time now, and perhaps you can talk us through the journey, Rob.
Thanks, Mark. So I've been around as the interim CIO prior to us having a proper one in Mark, for just over a year. And when I took that job, we had a lot of challenges. Not least, we had 13 so-called development partners. And of course, you can't have 13 true partnerships. And so I had the job, among many other jobs, of trying to weed out who we were going to keep and who we were going to try and ramp down. And in that process, I'd never heard of Endava. I started from a place of a little bit of skepticism for that reason. However, as I started to get to know who was working with us, I started to understand what has been confirmed many times since, which is that Endava actually does have something special in its culture. And whilst that sounds like a very soft thing in a world of hard technology where we're trying to measure things all the time, I actually think it is the competitive difference. That there is a way of looking at things, there's a way of working with clients, there's an enthusiasm and a connection which is more than just work, it's more than just getting something done. And for that reason, if we look today at where we are, we've got 2 partnerships left really in the AD space, and they're not the same. The first is Oracle, and we have a very big product commitment with Oracle. They don't do integration work for us. And Endava is the other. So we signed a very substantial nearshore partnership deal with Endava in the recent past. And that's because as we really got to know them, we realized that that's where we wanted to place our bets for the very ambitious plans that we have for the future. So it is a rare thing in my experience actually to be in a CIO role or another senior IT role and to talk in such sentimental sounding terms about your development partners, because many of those relationships do not go that way, and I've been involved in rescuing a few from the abyss. But this is different, it stands out. That's why we're here today, to support this, because it does have to work both ways, and it's important for us that people know more widely that Endava is an important company in our world, and I think an important company in the industry, showing that things can be done in a different way, and a way that actually is frankly better. So that's what I wanted to really add to what Mark has said, and to thank the people who've been involved. It's great to see growth, it's great to see consolidation into this building. It's great to see ambitious plans, because we have ambitious plans, and you might need quite a lot of those people that you're hoping to recruit just to help us in the near future. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Rob. It's always exciting for us to get a bit of feedback on how we look from the other side. We'll do a bit more of that now. I've asked Simon Joseph and Niall Quinn from Trinity Mirror if they'd talk a little bit about what we're doing with them, which is a little bit more on the managed services side of the business. Are you both coming up, or have I? Yeah. That's what I was given.
Taylor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, it's Neil Taylor. My apologies. Jumped straight in there.
That's fine.
Who's going to start?
Ours is pretty scripted, not like Worldpay. Very good. First of all, thanks for Endava for the invite of the opening of the new offices. It's an amazing office, and I think many years here, I should say, for you. I've been at Trinity Mirror for 6 months, and my role is the head of IT services. Basically, we were looking for a new flexible partner to meet the requirements for Trinity Mirror, and for us, the larger kind of outsourcers weren't the right thing to do. So Endava, we're already looking after our digital relationship, and it seemed right and the ideal opportunity for them to kind of express themselves to the IT services for Trinity Mirror. So we're 8 months in the new engagement, and to us it's going really well. The account team are fantastic. The service desk are already getting great feedback, And the time we had to get this off the ground, and believe you me, it was very quick. We had to do this very quickly. It's been you know, a really nice journey with Endava, to be honest. To us, really, Endava were the perfect partner for our IT services, and you know, the experience we've had so far with the staff at Endava, it's been great, really, to be honest with you. You know, they're very welcoming. The service desk are great. We've had, you know, excellent feedback from all our users, and going forward, you know, I think it's going to be a great relationship. Just really to close, really, you know, Cluj is a lovely place. You know, it's very welcoming. And, you know, I think going forward, you know, Endava were the perfect partner for Trinity Mirror.
Thanks, Simon. Okay. Thanks, John Valentine, for inviting us here today to kind of talk around our experiences in dealing with Endava. I want to talk more from a practical level. My role is looking after development within Trinity Mirror. So what I want to do is to share my experiences with you in terms of working with the development unit here in Cluj. In May this year, we engaged with Richard and Yvonne, who are our main UK Endava client partners. Our objective was to look at how we could blend our existing development team in the UK with the development team here in Cluj. Additionally, we also looked at how we could pick up new projects within Trinity Mirror and how we could engage with your team in a more positive way. Working directly with Yvonne and several trips over here to Cluj, we helped your team to understand our requirements, which was a big ask, really, because we're a big organisation and we're asking you to come in and look at how we do things in the media industry. We quickly, I think, got that off the ground, and we've looked at how we can do things differently and how we can use your experiences within our team. I think this knowledge and experience has been invaluable to us. Our business is starting to see the benefits of the new partnership, and the new partnership is starting to grow and help us move in the right direction. To help with the understanding of our business and the transition, staff from the delivery team have actually come across to the UK. We've had them round our print sites, we've had them looking at how we do things, and I think that has helped them see from a different light how they can actually integrate with us and how they can actually make us move forward. I have to admit that during the transition period, I was concerned as to how an external team would be able to quickly understand our requirements as a major media company, and also how it would integrate with our internal teams and how they'd be able to understand my Liverpool accent. But having worked with Yvonne and with a strong Glaswegian accent, I don't think that became too much of a problem over a period of time. What I can say now is that having now engaged with the team here for the last 6 months, I have found that the team to be very passionate. They're extremely focused upon what they need to deliver, and the success has been that they've blended in really well with our own internal IT teams, but they've also integrated well with our internal business teams. So it's not just purely IT. They've moved out of the IT arena and into our business teams as well. So the next stage of our relationship really is to build upon what we've achieved so far, to raise the bar further, but also to transform the way that we operate. And I think you guys have got the tools that will enable us to do that, which we didn't have previously. So in summary, the Endava and Trinity development is strong. It will continue to grow. And I look forward to working with you guys further over the next 12 to 18 months. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Simon. Thanks, Simon. Okay, we come finally to Banca Transilvania, the local client who's actually been working with us here in Cluj since before our operation here in Cluj was part of Endava. So we bought the business here in Cluj in 2006, so just over 8 years ago. But Banca Transilvania has been working with them for 15 years. And I'd like to invite John Cotterell up to just give a few thoughts from that.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor for me to be here today, and I'm glad to thanks for this invitation for this special event to celebrate with our partner Endava a long trip together. 15 years is difficult to account, but to have many projects together, it wasn't simple at all. But together with Endava, we found solution for any situation when we have to solve. And what was important, it was their flexibility, their honesty and humanity to find solution, and also to open our eyes and to say, hey guys, it's possible to have other view for this problem and to find a solution and to move forward and to be able to be innovative. I don't want to say too much about Banca Transilvania. It's a local bank in Romania. We are in the 3rd place, and for some area we are the leader in Romania, especially in technology. We prefer to be leader and to follow our way, to not copy other banks. And for that it's possible only with strong partner which is able to support daily us. Sometimes say that if it's changed the place, it changed the luck. I would like and I wish to say have a good luck in this building, have a possibility to acquire new employees and to be able to sustain us for other 15 years. I have a gift for our partners. Thank you very much. It's a bonsai, it's a root with strong roots. Okay, but in 15 years we'll be strong and we'll prove our partnership. Thank you very much and enjoy. Thank you.
So thank you for all of those thoughts. I appreciate what our partners have to say about us pretty much more than anything else. Valentin, I'm going to hand back to you for what happens next.
Thank you, John, and thank you for the kind feedback we got today from our clients. Okay, so we'll continue, as mentioned, with a split, I think, next. Would like to invite our guests and our clients for a tour. If some of you already had a tour, you could still do it. If not, we hope you'll enjoy it and you'll see more about Endava. And I'd like to ask press to remain here. Thank you. Rog presa să rămână în această sală.